Hello. I'm going to do a little life update, which is, yeah, how is it going since I've been self employed? I actually feel like I'm kind of emerging from more of a feeling of unemployment towards self-employment right now. And yeah, I mean, if you've been following my blog, I went traveling. I did this like sabbatical while working, but then really felt like pulled to pursue my own path. And then I quit my job, and I was still kind of traveling and did a big road trip. So yeah, this whole period was about like me taking a career risk, trying something out, trying to sort of like carve my own space and career for myself. And it feels highly illegible and fairly risky, and there's no guarantee that anything will come out of this. There's also like like the possibility of failure, of looking foolish, and all that fun stuff. So, how's it going? So I actually feel pretty good. I think like I also worked a lot on like trusting my intuition, and I've also been taking like improv classes, and everything altogether feels like I'm developing this like stronger sense of like momentum and non-resistance to where the energy is going in a certain situation. And also a felt sense of what it feels like to be like aligned or aligned versus like kind of not sure. It's like kind of like the two feelings. I'm like, oh, I am aligned, and I can feel that. And if I'm not, then it's like not sure is what it feels like. Like kind of like it's like a I'm like in the fog, like feeling around. I'm like, maybe this is something. There are some signals. And what I'm getting a better sense of is like, oh, when I actually do encounter the thing that feels like right, it will feel right. And yeah, I don't know. Well, we're following the trail. So what it feels like right now, and where I'm probably I'm gonna go further into the fog, is yeah, I need to move. I need to move out of this tiny little room. There's like it's like kind of scary because I'm already not making any income, and I'm living in New York, and rent and apartments are expensive, and so it's already like a scary like situation. At the same time, I'm sort of deciding to kind of like invest in certain areas. So one is I think I will be more comfortable and be able to work better if I have a different apartment that I feel more like rested and relaxed in. So there's that. I'll probably also like spend more time lounging around at home, and I won't like go out to eat as much, or like I think I'll like save money in certain ways. there's the apartment, and then the other thing I want to, so that's like big, like rent is huge. I might try to find a roommate, that would be ideal, but also maybe this is time in my life where like I need to live alone. I haven't done that very long before, so this could be like that time of my life for me. I think it'll also be kind of nice because I'm like dating, and that feels good for like, yeah, like meeting someone, having dates, watching movies, whatever. The other thing I'm investing in is like a new laptop, because my current laptop is the one that I've had. I bought it when I was last unemployed in like the beginning of my design career, and it's like trucking along, but it makes me type typos, which drives me nuts. I'm like not the type of person to have typos, and it like, yeah, I like don't like it. I don't like that it's overheating all the time. I don't like that it crashes when I run Premiere Pro and Figma at the same time. Like, yeah, so I think these are the two things that I want to invest in. And yeah, there's like so many open paths that I'm not sure about. And then when it comes to my projects, like I'm also like just trying to invest in things. One would definitely be like love. So that's not the only reason why I came to New York City, but it is the reason why I stopped traveling as much. And so I'm trying to be like the type of person that is more readily available and open to like a mature life partnership. And I think that it's really good that I am doing this after I did a bunch of traveling, and I have like a little more traveling to go for like a wedding and stuff. So I think like all of these things that I've gone through really scratched this itch of like, I want to go out and explore and like blow my mind with like weird adventures and strange creatures and like what's out there, you know, like that kind of feeling. So I think I'm feeling pretty good. I'm very like happy that I did that, because I think I did need to have it. And yeah, and I wonder if I also need like my own apartment in a similar way. But yeah, so love, trying to, yeah, become the type of person that is, I'm just trying to like be my best self, also like set myself up to be like a good mom, and also like where was I going with this? I'm reading this book that is supposed to guide me towards like becoming like identifying my patterns and figuring out like, do I have any contradictions in how I'm setting myself up. And I think previously I probably was, just because I was traveling around so much and like I'm trying to increase my like luck surface area so that I am like maximally, my odds are like high. That's the idea. So love is actually like the biggest thing, but I also can't really force that. To me, it feels like similar to like happiness. I can't just like aim directly at it. It's like, I mean, I could go harder, but I don't care to, because I think there are some things like love or happiness or even like status that if you aim at it directly, it can kind of like eat your mindset alive, and suddenly it flips the game into this like warped version where I'm suddenly like desperate, or I'm suddenly grasping for happiness, and like I think happiness is like an illusory thing that comes as a side effect of pursuing things that make you happy, not happiness itself. And similarly with status, I think if you think or look at it too much, too often, it can filter your entire worldview and just become the lens through which everything is colored, and that's also not great. This will probably be a 20-minute one, I can already tell. Okay, and then I also got a second wind on my app, which is funny. It's also like a dating app. It's a community-based dating app. But I had this big like push in like April to go to VC route and find funding and yeah. And I like lost wind before I got very far. I pitched to like 10 people, and then I just like very quickly just like lost momentum. I think it's just I'm hoping and I'm believing that the paths that close to me are meant to close off to me, and that means they weren't the right paths, and there's almost like one exact path that will pan out, because if I am like continually paying attention to myself and being aligned and like blah blah, like that, the one path that is meant to be will be the one that I am like most likely to follow and succeed down. So yeah, I gave it a rest. I was like, I don't know about this app, but like I still believe in it, and I still think that the concept works, and I think other people believe in it, and people keep having like a good time. Like it works. Like basically the model and the product works. And so I am still curious about it, and this curiosity also comes with like I feel like this like playfulness has reemerged, where I'm like, well, I'm in New York City now, and like why don't I make some flyers and put them up and see what happens, and like this kind of like fun playful aspect of what if I poked at the universe in this way, what would happen, and in that way what would happen. I still don't have like a revenue engine, so I'm actually going to focus more on like growth, user growth, marketing first, and see what happens. So there's the community-based dating app that I'm gonna start investing more into. I want to make a film portfolio. This is interesting because it feels like when people ask me to do film stuff for them, I have like 0 to negative interest, and it feels very strong in my body. But I have like a very strong interest in developing my portfolio, and I might apply to like school, but like it feels like this is important more from a creative fulfillment, and one of those things that like needs to come out. And that's why that's like the main impetus for the film branch, is like I want to birth these through the veil into existence. Yeah. And then last area is like building my corpus, which is like writing, but it can also be through YouTube. It's like creating anything, any content that speaks to my like philosophy and mindset and the way I navigate through life. And I've recently become interested in turning it into like a curriculum or some kind of course that I could teach people. And it feels sort of like a life skills course for people who are like almost like a perspective mindset and life skills course. And also maybe like a toolkit kind of thing, where it's like, I don't know if people have done like these audits or like thought to orient themselves in these different areas. So I'm very excited about that, because it feels like something that's emerged organically from just me living life, and also being like kind of hyper fixated on development, like self-development, feeling friendship and community. And yeah, I mean, I tweeted about it, and people, like, way more people than I expected were like, I'll consider it. And so we'll see if that actually translates into, like, anyone actually, like, signing up for the course. But I also think it would be so much fun for me to play with it in a workshop style, and it'll be like almost like a teaser across every chapter, and it'll be experimental. We'll see if people respond well. I'll probably do like a pay what you want model, and so if people feel like it was awful, they can just like give me that feedback, and we'll see how it goes. But yeah, I'm feeling like decently good about the risks that I'm taking, the additional risks I'll be taking on, the way I'm like directing my life. I'm trying to be like patient and open with like romance, and somehow the days seem to like fly by here. But yeah, overall I'm like feeling pretty good. I also have stopped wondering as much about like, what if my future partner lives somewhere else? Like, I'm actually kind of like, no, they're in New York. Like, I am seeking alignment in my life, and in doing so have sort of landed here, and I think it's very possible for me to like just enter into a life with someone else that is like not long distance, not extremely far away. And I think that's partially like I seem to always travel and find someone who is international and like way far away, and like I wonder if that's part of my pattern of like what is this, you know, like why. And I'm not ruling out things, but like as of now I've like planted my own flag, and I'm pursuing my own like inner alignment and finding this both very scary and ambiguous and satisfying. And yeah, that's the life update today. So we'll see how it goes. I've kept the playlist named Travel Vlog because it does feel like I'm on a journey, even though I'm just like in New York now. Maybe my background will change if I get like a new apartment. I'm gonna have to like pay for moving costs. I really should, I mean, I don't know. If I had held on longer at my job, they would have paid for this paying moving costs, but instead I am going to have to bite that. And yeah, I'm curious for myself where I'll be in 6 months. And yeah, I guess the last thing is I've been thinking a lot about like I guess I didn't mention this, like a portfolio career, and creating this like umbrella agency or LLC that can house all of these things that I'm pursuing. And how can I like start a business, structure my offerings, like how do I calculate or evaluate like what I can offer as like a service or good, and how do I put a price on that. And yeah, like this is where I'm at right now. I'm sure I'll have ups and downs, but I am happy that I'm trying, is basically what I'm trying to say. So yeah, see you guys. Thanks for listening.